Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about what it looks like to have Life Path 5. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So before we start, you want to make sure that you have the correct life path number. So on the screen here is a demonstration of how to calculate your life path number. You want to take all of the numbers in your date of birth and reduce them down until you get to a single digit. Now, life path 5 is a part of a trio. We have the 1, the 5, and the 7, and what they all have in common is intelligence. So these are all about learning. These are all about this quick intelligence that is present here. And Life Path 5 is ruled over by Mercury. So Mercury is the fastest planet in the solar system. So we can see that the energy of this life path number is all about speed. Everything is happening quickly in this number. So those who are born under life path 5 are those who tend to talk fast, walk fast, tend to do things in life very quickly, and get frustrated oftentimes when things are happening slowly. So there is a surge of energy that is happening here in this number 5. These are individuals who are very energetic, who are very optimistic, who are very much full of life, able to light up a room, able to be the center of attention, and having this huge energetic pull that draws others in easily. Life Path 5s like to have fun and to live in the moment, so there's oftentimes a difficulty with relaxing or settling down. There is a tendency to constantly be on the move, constantly be on the go, and have difficulty with sitting still. This can sometimes create some issues with concentrating, with focusing, and with this Life Path 5, once again, there is a huge amount of intelligence. So oftentimes when you're able to stabilize all of this energy and to direct it constructively, you are able to be successful. But there is a tendency to scatter this energy into multiple directions in life. Life Path 5s love to learn. Again, this is Mercury ruled, so there is a love of learning, a love of absorbing information. There is a huge need for stimulation. And so these are people who oftentimes love to gain new information, to gain new experiences, to meet new people. Again, there is this fast-paced energy of wanting to live in the moment, of wanting to enjoy every experience. Mercury is a planet that is ruling over the earth element, so there's definitely a huge connection with the earth. Life Path 5 is hugely sensual and is all about enjoying things through the 5 senses. This can be a highly sexual energy, very much about enjoyment, about quality. These are people who love the quality of experience, who love to experience things that are of high value, as again, this is all connected through the senses. On the negative side, because of this connection through the senses and this quick nervous energy that can lead to impulse, there is a tendency towards addiction. So there is a need for self-discipline here. There's a need to focus on positive habits that you can bring into your life versus those negative habits. The impulsive energy of this Life Path 5 can give a tendency to make the wrong decisions, and this can develop within your mind a fear of making wrong decisions in life. And so generally at the earlier stages of this life path, there is a tendency to fear jumping into the world, to fear making these decisions about life. But with stabilizing this energy, you are able to direct this correctly. So this is all about finding that ability to balance and stabilize the energy that you have so that you can direct it correctly. Because of the tendency to live in the moment, there can also be a tendency to not pay enough attention to your physical body. You are constantly active, you are constantly doing something, and so there's a tendency to run down your body. You can be someone who's very reckless with your body and can find that as you're getting into old age that you're starting to break down. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of your health very carefully. This is very important for you. And there is a need to find the ability to relax the mind so that you are able to settle down. When it comes to relationships, though, it is advised that you are getting into serious commitments later on in life because there is a tendency to have a huge need for freedom with this life path 5. You love your independence. You don't want to be shackled down by responsibilities, by heavy commitments. And so you want to be able to experience everything before getting to that point where you're ready to settle down. So it is oftentimes better to get into these heavier attachments later on in life. This is all about enjoying yourself. This life path 5 is about taking on these different experiences throughout your lifetime. Life path 5s can be extremely emotional people as well. And this goes along with the excellent abilities to communicate, as again, this is Mercury led. And so those who have life path 5 have excellent communication skills, are very charismatic, very charming people, able to convince others through the way that they speak, able to attract large crowds of people through communication. And so, along with this, is an ability to easily express yourself, to easily convey your feelings and thoughts to others. On the negative side of this, there can be a tendency to be a little bit insensitive when it comes to just blurting out truths or just keeping it as it is, saying what you mean and meaning what you say without having that sense of tact can be seen as well. On a spiritual level, life path 5s also can have a huge quest to find themselves. And this can be challenging sometimes because you're focusing all of this energy into all of these sensory experiences, mental experiences, difficulty with allowing the mind and body to relax. And so oftentimes the spiritual journey is best when you're able to incorporate something physical into it. This is the type of position where if you are finding ways to meditate or to practice spiritually through physical actions, this can help you. This is a great placement for connecting with nature, for walking while meditating. All of this is strongly connected to this energy as it needs this channel, this outlet to express yourself. Along with this desire to learn and to experience new things is a love of travel. So Life Path 5 can always, again, be on the go, having new experiences, new opportunities, and this is a life path that is not afraid to take up those new opportunities. So this is a life path that doesn't care so much about those details, getting stuck in analysis paralysis. These are the people who are going to jump into a brand new experience and take it on. So again, you want to be careful about reckless and impulsive decisions, but this generally is good for getting things done, for having those experiences, having those adventures. Life Path 5 is highly adaptable. You are able to adapt to any social situation, to get along with anyone, and you can have a huge network circle of acquaintances that you are connected to from all different walks of life. This can definitely be a position where you're able to adapt to different situations career-wise as well. You can go from job to job. You can juggle multiple jobs all at one time. And this can be a position where you are constantly changing locations. This could be something that started in your early childhood experience where you were moving to different locations, or this can be something that develops when you're older, where you like the feeling of being able to change and adapt to new situations. This can be a position where you want to move to a foreign location even to experience a brand new culture. Because of this tendency to live in the moment, again, there is constant change that is happening within your life, and you enjoy this change. You dislike routines, dislike anything that is restricting, that is holding you back. So there's a constant need for this change and flexibility. But sometimes this can work to your detriment where you're unable to complete things, where you're unable to commit to things. So there's a tendency to live too much in the moment without stopping to really commit to anything. There is a childlike nature to this life path 5 as well. there is a tendency to be very humorous, very playful, very cheerful, and you have a childlike spirit to you that is very attractive to others. You are able to entertain others, you're able to lighten up others. You can be very inspirational, very motivational through your speech. Because there is so much activity going on within the mind, you can also have a very active imagination as well. So there's a tendency to daydream a lot, to get lost. And this is definitely a life path number where you want to ground yourself. Again, you need that sense of stability, of balance. There's a tendency to be very elusive, very much out of touch with your body and with the present experience. There's this constant movement of chasing from one situation to the next, of looking for the next situation of enjoyment, of excitement, of stimulation. So there is a need to come back down. And this is an excellent life path to practice, again, all of those practices of connecting with nature, of meditation, to really calm the mind, to really come back into your body. As a life path 5, you also can be someone who is very talented. Again, very intelligent number. And you're able to pick up on things very quickly. So you can develop new skills, new interests, new hobbies very quickly. The difficulty, again, is with concentrating and focusing and committing to one thing. There can be difficulty around that. So you tend to be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And so if you are able to concentrate and to focus this mental energy into one direction, you can begin to master an area for yourself. Life path 5s can be very caring as well. You have a huge heart. Again, this is a very emotional number. This can be a position where you are getting involved into humanitarian causes, where you wanting to help others. And this can be something that benefits you as well, where you're putting your energy and focus into something that is constructive. One of your missions as a life path 5 is to take this need for freedom, this need for independence, and to share this with others, to encourage others to be independent and to express themselves. So this is huge, as this, again, is connected to Mercury, where this is all about putting your message out into the world. You ultimately become someone who is able to uplift others, who is able to inspire others through your communication abilities. There are many jobs that are strongly connected with this Life Path 5. Life Path 5 is very versatile, so you could work in just about any career, but especially careers that are related to communication, that are related to travel, that are related to salesmanship. You can be an excellent business person with this, and due to your love of freedom, you can do well in entrepreneurship, in freelancing, any situation where you are self-employed or where you are given a sense of freedom and responsibility. This can work in your favor.